Fast bowlers. They're the spearheads of any cricket team, and they're often one of the most exciting aspects of the game to watch. But not all fast bowlers are as lightning quick as Jasprit Bumrah or Brett Lee. Did you know there are actually different types of fast bowlers, each with their own roles and strengths? Well, if you're new to cricket, or even if you just want to understand fast bowling a little bit better, this video will break it all down. Let's get into it. Firstly, what exactly is a fast bowler? Well, they use pace, bounce, movement off the pitch, which is known as seam movement, and movement through the air, which is known as swing movement, to beat the batsman. But as I've already mentioned, not all fast bowlers are the same. They're generally grouped into 3 different categories based on their average bowling speed. The 3 groups are as follows. You've got right or left arm medium, right or left arm fast medium, and then you've got right and left arm fast. And now that you know what each group is called, we'll go into each one individually and explain a bit more about them.
Hold him. He's so good at the Yorker. Extremely hard to keep out.
First up, we've got right or left arm medium pacers. These are the slowest in the fast bowling category, and they usually deliver the ball at around 100 to 120 kilometres an hour. This equates to around 60 to 75 miles an hour. So as you can probably tell, they're not going to be zipping the ball past you at ridiculous speeds. Don't get too caught up on the lack of speed though. The strength of a quality right or left arm medium bowler usually lies in their consistency and their skill. Because of the slower pace that they bowl at, these bowlers should ideally be able to run up and bowl accurate line and length more often than not. And this should challenge the technique of the batter as a result. Never discount the threat of a bowler who can land 6 balls in the same place. Additionally, rather than raw pace being their weapon, they often end up developing a series of slower balls to outwit the batter with. Think cutters, back of the hand balls and knuckle balls. Lastly, because of the slower pace of their bowling, many right or left arm medium bowlers can often get the ball to swing a bit more than their teammates, especially the ones who are pushing the ball through a little bit faster than they are. But here's the catch. Their swing often happens straight out of the hand, so batters have more opportunity to see the ball swing and to line it up, unlike when they're batting against a faster bowler who can make it swing later in its flight. In longer formats like Test cricket, this type of bowler is used a lot less, often when the frontline quicks need a rest or need to change ends. But in white ball cricket, their relentless accuracy and ability to bowl variations are a key tool for controlling the run rate and taking advantage of those loose shots. I think about guys like Scott Styris, Angelo Matthews and Dimitri Mascarenhas. Those are a few that I can remember that were absolute masters of this kind of bowling.
Oh, bowling round his legs, what a start! Matthews falls straight, not quick, but doing the business, doing the job.
Next up, we've got the fast medium bowlers. This is the category where most professional fast bowlers live, consistently hitting speeds between 120 and 145 kilometres an hour, which equates to around 75 to 90 miles an hour. A professional team will usually have at least a couple of these bowlers in their starting 11, and they can perform many different roles in all formats of the game. Some of them, like Jimmy Anderson, have insane abilities to swing the ball both ways while retaining the control. To put it simply, they can bowl the ball in whatever spot they want and move it towards you or away from you at will. This is an incredibly dangerous combination. Add to this the fact that they make the ball swing later than their medium pace counterparts, and this type of bowling becomes much harder to face. In addition to conventional swing, a lot of these bowlers can also reverse swing the ball, which is a lethal skill in the right conditions. And I'll have another video coming soon covering exactly what reverse swing is. But as a basic explanation, reverse swing causes the ball to swing the opposite way to what a batter would conventionally expect. And it usually happens even later in the flight of the ball. It's an incredibly tough skill for a batter to deal with. Not all fast medium bowlers are ones that primarily try to swing the ball though. Think of a Stuart Broad or a Scott Boland type bowler. These guys were relatively quick at their peak, but they relied more on seam movement to take wickets, rather than swinging the ball through the air. In long format cricket, these bowlers will often rely on seam movement or swing to take wickets. But if they play limited overs cricket, they'll also need a range of variations that they can call on to disturb the rhythm of the batter. Some examples that pop into my head are Glenn McGrath and his famous split-fingered delivery, Lungi Ngidi and some of his ridiculously well-disguised off-cutters, or Bhuvi Kumar and his knuckleball. Oh, and a quick note before we finish. Although I've called this category of bowler right or left arm fast medium, you may also hear the term right or left arm medium fast being used to describe them. Some people say there's a difference between them and that medium fast bowlers are slightly slower than fast medium bowlers. But I don't bother splitting hairs, it's all one category to me. And it makes it much easier to remember.
45 minutes ago. Oh, hit it again. That's a snorter from the Australian captain to get rid of England's former captain. 3 down.
It's brilliant from one captain to the other. It's exceptional from Paddy Cummins.
Now we've made it to the real firepower, the right or left arm fast bowlers. These are the guys who can consistently clock over 145 kilometres an hour, which is basically 90 miles an hour plus. Some of them, like Shoaib Akhtar and Shaun Tait, have even pushed the speed gun close to 160 kilometres an hour, which is about 100 miles an hour. That is outrageous pace. Bowlers this quick are pretty rare, and they're capable of putting even the world's best batters on the back foot. Many professional teams don't have a bowler this quick, so if a team has more than one at their disposal, they're incredibly lucky. In longer formats of cricket like Test cricket, teams that do have them will often use them in short, high-impact spells that are designed to do a few things. Rattle the batters and mess with their footwork, break partnerships, and keep the opposition under pressure. Take Mark Wood for example. He's been one of, if not the fastest bowler in world cricket over the last 10 years. And this is exactly how all England captains have used him in tests. Short, 4-over bursts where he can ramp up the pace and really test the batter's ability to handle the short ball. One of the things that separates true fast bowlers from the rest is their ability to make the batter rush their movements. Pace at this level can be terrifying, especially when it's accurate. Bowlers like Brett Lee, Shoaib Akhtar, Shaun Tait, or in the modern game Mark Wood, Anrich Nortje and Lockie Ferguson, they can seriously shake up a batting lineup. Whether it's a quick bouncer or a toe-crushing Yorker, or just raw speed through the air, this type of bowling can get wickets purely through intimidation. But the best fast bowlers aren't just about speed. When you combine that pace with skill, you get some real artistry. Think of someone like Mitch Johnson in the 2013-14 Ashes. Not just quick, but relentless with swing, bounce, aggression and control. In limited overs games, they're often used at the start of the innings to grab early wickets, and then again at the death, where their pace and variations can make scoring really tough. The fastest bowlers in limited overs cricket often have a complex toolbox of tricks to survive in white ball formats. Slower balls, off-cutters, leg cutters, anything to keep the batter guessing. Guys like Jofra Archer or Kagiso Rabada mix it up beautifully. Lastly, although left or right arm fast bowlers don't usually get as much conventional swing as fast medium bowlers, they often find it easier to reverse swing the ball, and at their speeds, that late movement becomes even more deadly. There's nothing better than seeing a proper fast bowler in full flight. Think about Jofra Archer roughing up Steve Smith, who was at the peak of his powers at Lords in 2019. Mitch Johnson destroying England in the whole of the 2013 Ashes series. There's a reason these displays of fast bowling live long in the memory, and that's because they bring the drama, the danger, and that electric edge that keeps us all glued to the game.
We're in a county championship game. Hold on! He's had the pace, he's found the length, and he's found Khawaja's leg stump. Brilliant from Wood.
So I've taken you through the main 3 categories of fast bowler, but aside from these, there are various other ways of describing them that you'll often hear on a cricket broadcast. 2 of the most common ones are seam bowler and swing bowler. The term seam bowler is often just used as a substitute for the term fast bowler, but it can also refer to the style of fast bowling that a bowler displays. For example, a bowler whose main aim is to land the ball on the seam and get unpredictable movement off the pitch is a seam bowler. This type of movement is tough for batters to react to, especially when it nips just a little bit either way. Guys like Josh Hazlewood and Pat Cummins would definitely fall under this category. Then you've got swing bowlers. These guys make the ball move as it travels through the air. Some swing it away from a batter and some swing it in towards a batter, and the real great ones can do both. They take a lot of their wickets by tempting the batter into playing down a certain line and then moving the ball slightly in or out as it travels through the air. This means that there's a good chance of the batter miscuing their shot, which can sometimes result in an edge or them missing the ball altogether. Good examples of this type of bowler would be guys like Jimmy Anderson, Tim Southee and Trent Boult. The main point I wanted to make in this section is that when a bowler is referred to as a seam bowler or a swing bowler, it simply refers to their primary method of taking wickets. Whereas the categories we went through at the start of the video, medium, medium and fast, that tells you how quickly a bowler bowls. Seam and swing bowlers can fall into any of the 3 pace categories, it just depends how fast they deliver the ball. So, as an example, Jimmy Anderson is a swing bowler, but on a cricket broadcast he'd probably be noted as a right arm fast medium bowler, and this is because he bowls in the low 80 mile an hour range. Similarly, Jasprit Bumrah is a seam bowler, but on the broadcast they'd probably have him down as a right-arm fast bowler, as he's capable of topping 90 miles an hour. Both methods of describing him are accurate. So let's do a quick recap. You've got the three main categories that fast bowlers can fall into. First, you've got a right or left arm medium who bowls at speeds of 60 to 75 miles an hour. Then you've got right or left arm fast medium who bowls at speeds of 75 to 90 miles an hour. And then you've got right or left arm fast who bowl above 90 miles an hour. Each of these categories refers to the bowler's speed. And remember, calling a bowler a swing bowler or a seam bowler doesn't mean they don't fall into one of these categories. All it does is tell you their primary method of taking wickets, through swing or seam movement. Each one brings something different to the attack.
Oh, beauty! Oh, 300! He's joined the big club. Stuart Broad.
Didn't take long, did it? Just the third delivery, again from round the wicket. Chris Rogers gets his first ever test done.
If you found this video helpful, why not give it a like or subscribe for more cricket insights? And drop a comment telling me your favourite fast bowler of all time. And if you want to learn more about the different categories of spin bowlers, keep an eye out for that video. Cheers.